of Freddy's nose. Good job.
За өдөрөө цаан цаггүй зэн заа тэгээд хэдүүлээ. Sister location-ы 3 дугаар хэсгийг үргэлжлүүлцгээе. За тэгэхээр night 3 3 дугаар. Алright.
Due to unforeseen malfunctions from today's shows, your nightly duties will require you to perform maintenance that you may or may not be skilled enough to perform. It became necessary for technicians to attempt to disconnect Funtime Freddy's power module. However, they were unsuccessful. Allowing them to try again would be an inefficient path forward, as we would need to allow 6 to 8 weeks for recovery and physical therapy. You will need to reach the parts and service room on the other side of Funtime Auditorium to perform the procedure yourself. Let's check on Ballora first and make sure she's on her stage.
За тэгэхээр залуус энэ дээр нэг юм байна л да, нэг хин нэг наа камераар ажиглаад байх шиг байна. Тийм багц. Тэгэхээр би асуудаж илэн магадгүй энэ нөгөө энэ дүртэй чи baby лөө тэ энэ л ажиглаад байгаа гэж би бодож байна үүндээ л.
Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Ballora Gallery. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. It's important to make sure she's on her stage before entering. Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Funtime Auditorium. There is no need to check on Baby tonight. Please refrain from entering unauthorized areas. Proceed directly to Funtime Auditorium.
За тэгэхээр сая Foxy байхгүйсэн. Тэгтээ байхгүй мөртлөө сая байгаа юм шиг яриад байна шүү дээ. Тэгэхээр Baby өнөөдөр шалах хэрэггүй гэсэн. Тэгтээ ганц онгоос нь бол энэ л тэр хэдүүлээ орхосоор байхгүй болж байна да. За.
Motion trigger, circus gallery vent.
За орлоо доо. Нөгөөдөг чинь үү тэгэхэд. За.
Did you know that I was on stage once?
Ёо.
It wasn't for very long, only one day. What a wonderful day, though. I was in a small room with balloons and a few tables. No one sat at the tables, though, but children would run in and out. Some were afraid of me, others enjoyed my songs. Music was always coming from somewhere else. Down a hall. I would always count the children. I'm not sure why. I was always acutely aware of how many there were in the room with me. 2, then 3, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 2, then none. They usually played together in groups of 2 or 3. I was covered in glitter. I smelled like birthday cake. There were 2, then 3, then 5, then 4. I can do something special. Did you know that? I can make ice cream. Although I only did it once. There were 4, then 3, then 2, then 1.
What?
Something happened when there was 1. A little girl standing by herself. I was no longer myself. And I stopped singing. My stomach opened, and there was ice cream. I couldn't move, at least, not until she stepped closer. There was screaming for a moment, but only for a moment. Then other children rushed in again, but they couldn't hear her over the sounds of their own excitement. I still hear her sometimes. Why did that happen?
За тэгэхээр би өөр нэг охиныг харсан. Тэгээд өөрийн ухаанг өөрийн ухаанг болсон гэсэн баха. Тэгээд гидсэн доторх харсан чинь зайрмаг байсан. Тэгээд охин ойрлсон. Тэгээд чимээгүй болцсон гэсэн дээ. За ямар ч байсан нэг юм хөл юм байна.
Motion trigger, circus gallery vent.
За ямар ч байсан нөгөө нэг охин та нөгөө ихэнд ингээл аава би яга тэрнтэй тоглож болохгүй байна. Тэр л ах миний бодлоор. Phantom Fox-ийн юу онгоцч.
Freddy Auditorium maintenance vent opened.
Хэдүүлээч энэ тал руу ерөөс хараагүй те.
Unlike Ballora, Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room.
Нэг юм дуурайд байна. Shit. За одоохондоо хийн чалга. Амьсгалаад энэ үгүй. Яг миний хажууд байсан. Яг миний хажууд яг хажууд. Яг миний зүүн талд. Юу вэ да? Нэг л юм буруу байна да. Ерөөсөө нэг савтал ноцолтоод байна да. Fuck. Ястаар үнэ ойрхон байна да нэрээ. Ястаа нэрээ амир. Би чимээгүй байхгүй бол энийг яаж байгаа сонсохгүй байл та. Тийм учраас аль болох чимээгүй байх гэдэг.
Motion trigger, parts and service.
Great job reaching parts and service. It seems that Funtime Freddy is out of power, which should make your job much easier. The release switch for the chest cavity is located on the underside of the endoskeleton jaw. To reach it, we will first need to open the face plates. You will need to press the faceplate release triggers in a specific order, and it's important to be as precise and as careful as possible. Locate the small button on Freddy's face, just under his right cheek, and press it.
Right гэдэг чинь.
For clarification, please note that I am referring to Freddy's right, not your right.
Оо, уучлаа. Миний. За.
Great. Now locate the button under his left cheek and press it.
За, Фредигийн энерги дууссан гэн тэгээд би нэг засгал юм шиг байна. За.
Great. Now carefully locate and press the button next to Freddy's right eye. Great. Now carefully locate and press the button just above Freddy's nose. Good job. The faceplates should now... Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw. Excellent. The chest cavity should now be open. Remove the power module from the chest cavity. Great work. You will now be required to remove the secondary power module from the Bonnie hand puppet.
Bonnie.
Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module. Black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module.
За би сая жоохон гэрэлгүй болчлоо уучлаар залбсан. Тэгтээ яах. Юу ч сэвчээ. Fuck тийм. Бицэн чөтгөр. Ханаа. Oh shit. Энэ яаж авах?
Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module.
Six and a half hours later.
Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module.
Bonnie. Yes.
Great job. You've acquired both power modules. This completes your tasks for the night. Please exit the building through Funtime Auditorium, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
Би дахиад нөгөө харах уу газар явуулж байна. Fuck.
A few inches later.
Яг хажууд байна да. Яга савх удаан бол бокс амар юу вэ? Би жоохон төвлөрөх хэрэгтэй л та. За. Яг мэдсэн юм аа. What?
Have you seen her make balloons? Oh, Daddy, let me go to her.
Би албаар өгөх ёстой байсан уу эсвэл энэ сая шал өөр юм болоо явчих шиг боллоо. Shit.
Shh, be still and quiet. You've been sleeping for quite a while. I think they noticed that you never left the building last night. The cameras were searching for you,
За.
but they couldn't find you. I have you hidden too well. I kidnapped you.
What? Намайг хулгайлцсан гинэ. За.
Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you.
Uh-huh.
I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria. I don't think it was ever used. At least not the way it was meant to be used.
Pop-тийн
Too dangerous.
маск шүү дээ.
It's just big enough for one person to fit inside, but just barely.
Тэнд камер л хасаадах шиг байна.
You're in the scooping room. Do you know why they call it the scooping room? It's because, dummy, this is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper. It sounds like something you would use for ice cream, or custard, or sprinkles. It sounds like something you would want at your birthday party to ensure that you get a heaping portion of every good thing. I wonder, though, if you were a freshly opened pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building. Shh.
Okay, bring her over. Forward. One. More. Okay, stop. Set her down. Watch the step.
What happened to it this time?
Just seems like these things can't go a day without breaking down. Who knows? It's always the same, man. Some kind of hardware malfunction.
Well, hey, I have to be somewhere in 15 minutes, and this place gives me the creeps. Can we just get this over with?
It's all automated. We don't have to be here. Just get her on the rollers and we can go.
Намайг сонссонгүй дээ. Над руу харах нь дээ.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is?
За.
How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important.
Энэ улам намайг.
Laura never learns, but I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend. I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait.
No.
I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Яна. Нэг л юм буруу энэ да. Чи бүр хоёр байна уу? Бүр хоёр байна. Поптэйст. Хэвэн 60 секунд. Jump. Oh shit. Бисаа унаад өгчих шиг боллоо да. Сайн нэг тэгэл хайчих шиг боллоо. Жоо юугаа авчуу. За game over. Яг дахиад түрүүний тоглоом эхэлж болох уу би?
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend...